So, you know, I haven't really used TikTok watching the videos the last few days. Sometimes I can go on it and I can spend a couple hours looking through videos. Um, but what I notice on there with women, it's a lot of them complaining about dating or maybe it's just the algorithm that is set up for me, but a lot of females, not all, there's some creative women out here for real, but a lot of them are clones. That's all they are. Like they just hop on other trends that other people do. They over sexualize themselves. They have pretty much their videos are just image about their image. There's no substance at all. And I'm a man. Obviously, I'm attracted to women. I'm a straight man. Um, I think that the female body is one of the greatest works of art. A healthy woman, a healthy female body is one of the greatest works of art on the planet. Um, when I look at scenery and see like a beautiful mountain with some water and trees and all that, that type of landscape, that's beautiful to me. That's a work of art to me. Um, a beautiful sunset, um, when the sky is kind of like purplish or something like that. The way it sets over the water or whatever is gorgeous. The Northern Lights, I never seen them personally, maybe one day, but that's gorgeous. And the female body is a beautiful thing. But the problem is a lot of females nowadays on the internet, they're just like over sexualizing themselves. And I know I've talked about this before, so I'm beating a dead horse. But they literally can't think of anything else. Like they don't bring any type of creativity at all. Um, given, you know, women are pretty much equal to men, they have equal opportunity. Um, the WNBA people can, um, the WNBA women can complain about pay, which they have no understanding of economics at all. Um, they're not selling anything. They don't realize that they are a product and nobody cares about their product. If they actually had some supreme talent, I'm sure the NBA would be cool with them um, joining the NBA. Same with the soccer. Look at uh, MMA, right? UFC, that's the big daddy of them all. Well, they have, um, I think they have it in all, like, female fighters or whatever. But they're actually pretty damn good on there. If they were at the same level as, WNBA talent compared to male UFC talent, they wouldn't get like top card exposure. They wouldn't get marketed, right? Because nobody cares. They're not, but like they're really talented. Um, so I'm saying is like females aren't out here creating great fucking systems. All they're doing is piggybacking off of people. Like that's what I'm saying. Like they have the best opportunity right now to create the greatest inventions. Um, and I'm not saying like there's not any good women leaders. I like Marjorie Taylor Greene. I like her. I think Lauren Boebert has some really good qualities. I like Candace Owens. Um, I like Tulsi Gabbard. Um, there's some really great female leaders, and I'm not saying that women can never be female leaders or never make innovating type of things like great technology. But what I see, generally speaking, is most of them aren't shit, right? They ain't shit, and they pretty much should just be housewives, homeschool teachers to their kids. That's what they should be. That's their purpose. Um, this society is not sustainable. It's not this where you have these females overexposing themselves on the internet, over sexualizing themselves. Um, like I said, I mean, I love the female body, right? What guy doesn't? But back like 10 years ago on the internet, I'm looking at girls for photos or whatever, and I'm not sure about when Instagram came out, but like on dating sites, I use dating sites a lot. Not 10 years, maybe like 15 years ago. And then like 7 years ago, I got back into it. I seen how when I was looking at women, like they wouldn't really show their body like boom in your face. Now a lot of them just like boom, like they're at the gym. They got these leggings that it looks like a G string, like they're just showing off their diaper ass. Which it looks awesome. It looks cool. But it's just like it's just annoying because they're just doing it for attention. It's probably as annoying as guys being thirsty for sex from them, and they're just thirsty for attention. Um, I made a video yesterday talking about, but well, I'll get to the point. Their creativity on the internet largely is fucking trash. They go back to their body or their appearance. That's it. And then dudes will like it. They'll like all the their videos, and I understand why guys do this. But I would think at some point dudes would wake up and realize, okay, especially the simps that say, "Hey, beautiful." Like how stupid are you to think that you're a low value guy, and just because you say, "Hey, beautiful," like how many times are you gonna say, "Hey, beautiful" to some stranger on the internet and get no response unless you give them money? Like you're literally insane. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Um, so there's some dumb fucking dudes out here. No doubt about that. There's actually, and I don't blame a lot of women for not wanting to let a lot of these guys take leadership over them. Um, you know, this life is hard. For some, it's not. We all have different struggles. Some have extreme struggles. Some have moderate. Some have annoyances. Um, but we all go through our own type of struggles. Uh, and if you're one of these guys that this is why I say, like, I understand why men are just giving up on women and just focusing on themselves, and and not really, because when you put the standards extremely high, it's understand that the root cause of why women's um standards are so high is because their ego is completely inflated by these simps that they're fans. They're their fans. They're basically kind of like celebrities. It's gone to their head. Um, some of these females, what they come out with on the internet with these unrealistic standards, some of it might be like they might be generally real about it. Some of them they might just be doing it to get views because, um, whether it's good or bad, uh, attention, you're still getting attention. Um, so I don't, like for me, like me wanting to become a high value man, right? Which I plan on. I like to. It's more along the lines so I can just like um more out of vengeance or revenge. Not so much wanting to be and I know it sounds bad. Not wanting to be the man, be some woman's Prince Charming, you know, or how people like to say now they're all these fucking peasants are kings and fucking queens. Um, it's it's more out of like spite, so and leverage, so I can leverage it to my advantage. And like I told my kids, like you can make yourself so valuable that you don't really have to worry about money because these females they'll have money and they'll just pay for your extras. Just maintain independence so you don't have to so don't live with them. Have your own place. But if they want to hang out with you because you're entertaining or like and you look good, you got good game, you could protect them. You got high social status, they're gonna want to be attracted to you. So it's almost like think about the lions. Okay, you got a pride of lions. You get the king lion, and you got a bunch of the females who actually do the hunting. Now the male can go hunt. He could, but he don't have to. So that's what it's like. That's why I'm saying like you can make yourself into that individual where instead of you going out and hunting and gathering resources, the females are, and they come back to you because you protect the whole pride. Um, Now I'm not gonna probably ever be in that position, but somebody that's like somebody like Andrew Tate type of, but um you can definitely have um like like a level of it. They might not be like um all like extremely attractive females, right? They could be sixes, right? They could be um fives. It just depends on your level. Like the best I could probably ever be as is at this point is maybe like a seven. Uh but I can always make my looks better. But I don't always like to be on my A game. I like my own. I don't know. So like you know what I'm saying. You could be like a six, and then just like date girls that are fours. You know what I'm saying? Um, since females are so independent, right? So you just have to leverage the way things are going to your advantage. Um, but so I understand why guys right now are like they give up. When I think that you could use this time, yeah, and you could enjoy yourself, right? But you could use this time to better yourself too. Um, and because I don't think that I say like yesterday I said we should take women's rights away. Well, that's not going to happen, right? That's just not going to happen. Um, in order for I say that just to piss people off, really. Um, and I think that women should be able to vote if they have some skin in the game. Um, I like Turd Fleeing Monkey's voting system, where the military vote for the military vote for the president. Only the military can vote for them, and then everybody else who votes for Congress and Senate and local elections can't be on welfare. You have to have, this is the basics of it. Um, you have to have some skin in the game. Where you're like a net taxpayer. Like you produce more for the community than you take in. You're not a parasite. So you should have more say so than somebody who's a fucking parasite. Um, I think that's pretty reasonable. Uh, I get frustrated. I think that well, Tim Pool made up a video saying, well, in the video he said 2/3 of women who vote are Democrats. I think that's what I'm basically saying. Like, that just take women's rights away, because they're not really paying attention. There's some of them, and they care about the dumbest shit. Um, so you care more about um you care more about being able to abort a baby, which I'm all for if it's like incest or forced. You know what I'm talking about? Violently forced. I'm all about that. Um, that should be taken care of very quickly instead of like 9 months. But you know, I mean, I said before they should just ban abortion outright. I just say that to be hyperbolic and piss people off. Um, but um, that's reasonable. What's not reasonable is being irresponsible, having a bunch of partners not being protected, whether it's birth control or not taking care of like taking the Plan B pill. There's all these different forms of birth control for female. Like, there's a diaphragm they could put in there. I think there's a shot where they can't get pregnant for 5 years. Um, if they want to go out and be promiscuous, like, that's just be responsible. You shouldn't, like, having to abort a baby should be something rare and something that you're not wanting to do. But there's females out here that want to do that. Um, Not all. I think that's a very rare circumstance, but it shouldn't be used as a form of birth control. And that's what a lot of females are using it for, because they don't want to take responsibility. And that's that they're really concerned about that over high inflation, over like how corrupt our government is. Never ending wars. Like, I just don't get it. Um, these people are completely brainwashed. They're completely brainwashed. Uh, I don't know what systemic racism exists nowadays. It did, yes, it did, and there's people that have had it horrible, in past generations, and have had to fight their way out of poverty, um, because of systemic racism in the past, for sure. But at this day and age, and I understand there's different environments. Why do these environments exist where there's high crime, high drugs? It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable for us to be thinking about other countries being invaded like Ukraine and ignoring our own issues here. It's unacceptable. Um, to see our cities be completely dilapidated. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it. A woman's happiness doesn't come from what I can continually do for her. Okay. Her happiness comes from the validation I give to her after she does something for me. That's what I think. You know, I could be wrong. I've done a lot of studying on female nature and women. Um, when a woman gets herself done up, when a woman gets her hair done, and her man doesn't take notice, when a woman makes his favorite meal for him and he doesn't seem to give a shit, it's kind of like, yeah, like any other fucking day. Instead of like, oh, thanks, you know, that I really appreciate it, and being genuine about it, but they go the lazy route. That breeds hostility with the woman. She thinks in her head, why would I want to continue doing this if you don't fucking appreciate it? It's the same mindset of, if I'm continuously being called a cheater, they think I'm a cheater anyway, I might as well fucking do it. But I think a woman gets her happiness. What makes her happy is pleasing her man. That's it. That's it. And a lot of these feminists are going to see, when they get older, when they lose their sexual attraction, when men aren't as interested in them, and there's some that already see it. Why are they unhappy? Why are 40% of women? That's an old probably statistic. It could be more now. On antidepressants. Why are so many women alcoholics? Why are they so unhappy? They're independent. Why are they unhappy? They're having all these dudes give them attention. Why are they unhappy? Because they're alone? Because they don't have someone that really gives a shit about them? And some of them have been burned by immature men, by men that they shouldn't have gave a chance to. They ignored red flags. I've done this in the past. I've ignored red flags. But there needs to become awakening with women, to understand why they think what they think. Not covered up with makeup to make themselves feel better, or alcohol. You see these people on the internet. They put, these Instagram people. They seem like they have the greatest fucking lives, and I bet these people are so depressed. If somebody didn't watch any of these videos I make, and they just seen my parody videos or my satire videos, they'd think, oh, that dude's a fucking happy, fun person, which I am. I do have it in me. I do, but there's a lot of stuff I deal with that if you watch these videos, I make pretty transparent. But a lot of people just want to put like their best out here, and it's all fake. Happiness isn't something that's just going to be like continuously sustained. It's up and down, up and down. Could you imagine the disappointment? You set up this date for your woman, right? I should look right here instead of over here. You set up a date for your woman, right? You take up all this time to figure out like what she likes. Okay, we're gonna go to here for dinner. We're gonna go to this hotel. We're gonna go do this activity, or it's like a weekend type of thing. You plan this all out, and the whole time she just like, whatever. Why are you gonna continue? Like, why would you ever do something like that again? That's how women feel when they get themselves done up for their man, and he doesn't give them any fucking validation. And you have to look at them as like they're giant fucking children. Children need validation, and if you don't give your woman who seeks your validation for good things, not for bad things, for good things they're trying to do for you, they'll give up. They'll emotionally give up on the relationship. And then these guys will wonder why they've moved on, or why they seem different, because they're emotionally over it. They feel like you don't care. You know, listen, man. I'm a man. I'm a guy. Okay. When you look at your woman like an object, okay, like you do a car. Yeah, that new car is fucking sweet. Your new woman is so awesome. You want to be with her. You want to have sexual activities with her all the time. But then it gets old. When you only look at your woman as an object, it will get old. When there's no substance besides that, it'll get old. And why are these sexless relationships happening? The woman has probably some hostility built up. They remember everything. There's something built up that they're just not attracted to you. Um, Men lead. So she probably feels on some type of energy level you're not as attracted after, like, when the honeymoon phase is over. You're not as attracted to her. Then she might start eating to try to cover that emotion up. So she's getting bigger. Because she feels like she's not good enough for you anymore. Because you're not as excited. Like, the man, you have to keep, you're the one that got the flame ignited in the first fucking place. You put in on that hard work. When you first seen her, you were like a fucking 7-year-old coming down for Christmas, wanting to open up the presents. You're excited. And once the man loses fire, she'll lose fire. That's why men have to understand relationships. Why are they failing? Like, if you want to understand why they're failing, and you don't have to take any advice from me. I've been divorced. Um, I'm not talking to anyone right now. Um, I've had a few long-term relationships. Um, you can look at me as a failure. Like, what am I talking about? Or you could take the advice of some boomer that's been married like 5 times, and they're having a sexless relationship. They're probably, yeah, they're still together, but they're pretty much roommates. I've been in that position where my ex-wife felt like a roommate. Why is that? It's because of my fucking weak leadership. I let the flame go out. The man has to keep that flame going. What I'm trying to say is, you have to, if you're a man, you have to keep putting in work if you want that relationship to keep going. Because whatever you've done for them in the past don't fucking matter. Whatever good things you've done for them, it don't fucking matter. It's all about right now. And what could potentially be in the future. The history, it means something to you. But for them, like, you they can move on, because once they're emotionally done, they're done. So it's up to you to keep them emotionally attracted. That's the key. Keeping them emotionally attracted. It's constant work. You got to work your ass off. It's not like that's your girl, that's your wife, and then now you could fuck off. You have to continue to date her. You have to continue to make things interesting and playful and fun. And once you let things get like serious and it's only serious, it's not fun no more. It's a game, dude. It's kind of like a game. It's a cat and mouse type of game. You have to like work to keep their interest. Um, you can't just like, okay, now we're just gonna watch fucking movies. Yep, every day's the fucking same. And that's hard to do when you got kids because you have to have every day kind of the same. But you just got to keep things like playful and interesting with them, lighthearted, and listen. Like listen to them, whatever you fuck up, because you will fuck up. You have to like listen to them. Listen to Corey Wayne. He's way better than me at this, man. He's fucking got his shit on point. Listen to that guy. He's way he can articulate all this shit way fucking better than me, and I got most of my shit from him anyway. But you just have to listen to them, and that's how they get over shit. You wonder why they're like distant. You wonder why they don't seem like they just seem different, because they're probably mad at you about something. And if you say you're gonna do something, you better damn well do it. Whether it's a big fucking thing or a small thing, like taking out the trash or mowing the fucking lawn. If you say you're gonna do it, you better fucking do it. And don't fuck around. Because they'll start not trusting your leadership. And you're like, so what? I fucking forgot to pick up my fucking socks on the floor. I told her I was gonna pick up my socks from now on. And I'm doing it. She's gonna feel like you're immature. You're a fucking kid. She wants a man. She looks up to you. She wants somebody to look up to you. She doesn't want somebody, she wants to take care, like nurture shit, but she doesn't want, she wants to feel like you're handling the business. You're handling your business. She doesn't want to feel like she's telling you over and over like you're a fucking kid to keep doing the same shit. And like I said, if you fuck up, listen to her, and it sucks. It sucks to hear that criticism, but it's actually a positive for her, and then that will be a positive for you. It's annoying, I know, but it's work, and you're gonna fuck up, and everyone fucks up. And some things you're gonna say that you're gonna do and you don't because maybe you get sick or something like that or whatever, or you just fucking forget. And she's gonna be there, and you just have to listen to her. Listen to her fucking let her get that shit out. They'll hold on to it. They got really good fucking memories, man. They'll hold on to shit for fucking years, and it'll come out and be like, "What are you fucking talking about? That's ancient fucking history." Well, that's part of the reason why she fucking doesn't want to fuck you no more. She's not attracted to you because she's holding on to this fucking resentment. She's subconsciously, deep down, holding on to this resentment. And you're sitting here wondering, like, dude, that's fucking 10 years ago. Why are you talking about it now? Why is that? It's irrelevant. Well, she's been holding on to it, and you kind of have to be like a therapist, dude, and just fucking listen to the shit and acknowledge it, and not just be like, whatever. But that's it.